this is Crystal from the polyfragmented system, and today I'm going to be talking about what a grounding box is. So, a grounding box, or a self-soothe box, according to youngminds.org, is a box that helps alleviate symptoms of panic, anxiety, or low mood. So, I have used these in order to relieve symptoms of dissociation, which are common with dissociative identity disorder and other dissociative disorders. So that's basically what we're going to be focusing on, but we're also going to be focusing on other aspects of what a grounding box can do and how it can help you with other mental illnesses. So, what should be in your self-soothe box or grounding box? So there are a few categories here on youngminds.org.uk. So there are different categories, which are touch, memories, smell, music, water, calming technique cards, positive affirmation / quote cards, and activity. So we're going to dive into each of these individually. Yeah. So let's go first into touch. So touch is one of the parts of the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique, which is commonly used because it's proven to help a lot with dissociating. But this could also help with anxiety and stress. So for example, what you'd want to put in your grounding box would be like a stress ball, or a fidget spinner, or a Rubik's Cube. Stuff that you can like focus on that could take away your attention from what you're freaking out on, or something that you can express your anger or frustration, or just something that you can squeeze and like fidget with. So that's the touch category. This, like in the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, you need 4 things you can touch, at least by the method that I go by. So 4 things you can touch helps restabilize your senses and helps you stabilize in an environment that otherwise wouldn't help you. So you're basically using your own senses in order to center yourself and reestablish that you are here and that you are real. And yeah. So next topic is what is it? It's smell. So it's memories. Okay. Alright, so the next concept, or the next category that doesn't really usually go into a grounding box, but goes into a self-soothing box, is memories. So these memories must only have positive feelings associated with them. So you're gonna want a memory of that time when you were out with your parents and you guys got pizza and dad spilled the pizza on his shirt or something like that, and it's funny. This helps to show that you have more components in your life than what is currently happening. That if you're having a flashback, it's not only your life isn't doomed because you're having a flashback. Like, it's not doomed because flashbacks are the only things that rule your life. Your life has more components to it, and your life has worth. So you're gonna want these memories as a reminder of, hey, I have more to live for, and it's not just this hard time, it's not just these panic attacks, these anxiety attacks, it's not these depressive episodes or dissociative seizures. Like, you have more in front of you. It's not just this bad moment. You have much more in front of you. So the next category is smell. So this is actually something that would go into your grounding box. So what I usually like to use them for is really stimulating your olfactory senses and just activating them. And you can do this by using either very strong smells, or you could use soft smells like lavender, but lavender is very calming. It, like, don't get me wrong, it has very good capabilities, but if you are gonna get lavender, get like a concentrated one, because you want something that'll kind of shock your nose and that'll really recenter you. Not something that's gonna poison you, but like something that's going to shock you. So like, for example, Vicks Vapor Rub. So that is something that I use if I have to, like, if nothing else is working. Or candles, or maybe candles like wax cubes that you don't really like, or something that just maybe you don't like. But two good things for scents is peppermint and lavender, because lavender is very calming and peppermint is very grounding. So those are two things that you definitely want in your smell category for your grounding box. So yeah. So the next category is music. So music can be very calming, and it has been proven to help relax someone in various times of stress. So I wouldn't necessarily put like an MP3 in my grounding box, because like that's not really what's going to help me ground, but I would suggest something like maybe a tiny music box, or, well, maybe just in general, just have a playlist on your phone. A phone that's like, because phones are very like accessible nowadays. So have a very easy to access playlist on your phone that'll help you, and preferably it should have a steady beat, because that should help you relax and breathe steadily. So just make sure that you're using music as a way to relax yourself, not to exacerbate your feelings, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the music category. Yeah. All right, so the next category is calming technique cards. So these could also serve as a distraction. I would rather put this in the soothing box subsection for grounding boxes, if that even exists. But I just say that there are two different types of like boxes for mental health, which would be like grounding boxes and self-soothing boxes. So but I would put this in like the self-soothing box topic. So yeah, but basically these could be used as a distraction. These could be used as different grounding techniques that might not be super common, or something that'll really just help you in the moment. So this could include like just unique ways of grounding, or unique ways of distracting yourself, or maybe something like, what's your favorite color, or what is your favorite memory, or what is your favorite thing to do, or what is your friend's favorite type of animal, or stuff like that. So it helps distract you, because you're refocusing your attention from what is currently happening to what the card is asking you, or what the card is commanding you to do. So these can be very helpful, but as we see in all of these techniques, most of them are meant to distract you and to refocus your attention, and that helps recenter you and calm you down. So let's move on to the next category, which is activities. All right, so activities is definitely the most focused category when it comes to distracting yourself. So these can include coloring books, word searches, crossword puzzles, what else? Crocheting, I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Collaging, Sudoku, knitting, word games, games on your phone, reading, stuff like that, which will help distract you and will help refocus your attention. I know that coloring books is a very good thing for me, and although I don't have it in my grounding box because this usually just falls into a self-soothing box category, but since I don't have it in my grounding box, I do have a coloring book handy that my mom actually brought for me. So that scared me. That scared me a lot. Um But if you're reading books, I'd recommend that you read books that are not triggering. Although it's hard to identify your triggers, especially in that moment, just try to read something that you already know in advance does not have anything that can trigger you. So again, this goes into the self-soothing category, and this could help with that, but probably not grounding. Maybe it could help uh, refocus your attention, but I'm pretty sure I've tried coloring when I was dissociated and it did not end well. So yeah. Next category is positive affirmation and quote cards. All right, so this is the category positive affirmation slash quote cards. So in general, this would go into self-soothing category, but this could definitely help with feelings, especially when you have like these breakdowns. You usually feel like abandonment and you feel like you're worthless or stuff like that. It could be helpful to read these little quotes or these little cards that people have made for you, and reassure yourself that you have worth and that other people think that you are worthy of living and that you deserve to live, which I think too, if that helps. But yeah, so in general, this could be a really good hobby, collecting your favorite quotes from books or movies or TV shows, stuff like that, that you can read out loud to yourself or read in your head, whatever you prefer. That'll help you remind yourself that there is good in life and that there is positivity. There is positivity in your darkness. So yeah, but also what's helpful is having, like, for example, birthday cards where your friends have written nice sentiments about you. Stuff like, oh, I love your hair, or I really love how funny you are. You brighten up my day. Stuff like that that you can put into your self-soothing box in order to help you feel more worth and feel like you deserve to live and feel like this isn't the end and that you need to live on for other people and that you need to live on for yourself. So yeah, that's the end of all of the categories. And I would like to go into detail about what I personally have in my grounding box, as well as some things that I would use to self-soothe. So yeah, stay tuned.